Young people across our nation face unprecedented challenges. Research reveals UK unemployment among under 24-year-olds at 13%, and young people's mental well-being at the lowest level on record. Despite these challenges, an ambitious and innovative partnership led by the Royal Society of Wildlife Trusts and funded by the National Lottery Community Fund between 2016 and 2022 has been able to educate and elevate the skills of young people, to fund projects that provide employment, volunteering and training linked to sustainable activities, enhancing environments, shaping and influencing positive change. We called this partnership Our Bright Future.
Before I joined Our Bright Future, I'd finished university and I was in that awkward period of, I've graduated, what do I do now?
My interests were in sustainable energy, renewable energy, but I didn't really know what my future would look like in that industry.
I grew up in the hills of North Wales from a countryside school where there wasn't a lot of interaction with the environment, despite the fact that we live in a very beautiful part of the world.
I feel like I had the skills to do a lot of the things that maybe I was considering.
At the time, I was looking for what my future might be. Blackpool's a somewhat deprived area, so some of those ideas just seemed difficult to achieve at the time.
The biggest barriers probably would have been opportunities in nature in terms of qualifications. Something to put on my CV that was to do with nature would have been quite a struggle.
It can feel a bit scary because there's a lot of stuff going on in the world, and then you're told you have to find a way and you have to just do something.
There really aren't that many funding opportunities for very early stage ideas and especially not those targeted at young people.
The Our Bright Future project gave me the opportunity to explore a new career path in the green sector.
So as part of Our Bright Future, I was interning as a project assistant on a refugee project for a large environmental charity. So the kind of things that I did was helping refugees integrate into British society through language and culture. So it was providing one-to-one support phone calls, just kind of little mental health check-ins with these refugees who are a particularly vulnerable group. So it was almost kind of therapeutic for myself as well and mutually beneficial in a way.
I mainly work with 11 to 24-year-olds. I came into the project through volunteering, but now I'm actively engaging young people of that age range in the environment. It gives me hope that there are people out there who care and that I do have an impact on other people in terms of helping them become passionate about the environment.
So this is Middlemarsh Nature Reserve. It was a former derelict wasteland of industry. Once we'd put work into clear paths, once we'd created grasslands and meadows, people have realised then it's actually this really important nature reserve. It can be a lovely place for people to come in such an urban area.
North Blackpool Trail, it's a small little trail, so the work I do now is I do trimming to maintain the paths. We also maintain trees on the paths. This is something that I could put my all into and do something good for other people as well as me.
Had I not joined Our Bright Future, I think I'm not too sure, to be honest. It's hard to even think about that, sorry.
Having someone believe in you, having people there to support you, they're so important. Without that programme supporting us at the time, then none of what we've achieved since could have happened.
I definitely feel that it kickstarted my career and kind of involvement in social issues and everything surrounding that.
Our Bright Future has enabled me to be able to do things like this, so talk to people, be able to communicate my passion about the environment to others, which I think is an invaluable gift of confidence.
even just simple things like phone calls. Before kind of joining, I was really nervous at doing that, like calling strangers is absolutely horrifying. But yeah, just ultimately work experience as well, and that kind of kick-started my career.
I feel happy going to work. I feel happy that I've grown as a person. I've developed skills that otherwise I wouldn't have.
The support in terms of collaborations from the different people involved in the grant, having a community of other people around me also trying to do exciting new things, it was all part of that motivation to be ambitious and to see how big we could make this. If I can leave things in a better place than I found them, then that's a success. It has to be a success.
For me, a big part of what I do is job satisfaction. If I can help people live a better, happier, healthier life, that's what I go to work for.
What inspires me now is just like continuing in that charity sector and helping vulnerable people, and yeah, just making everything green and happier and just trying to make a positive change, really.
So I want to become an ecologist, maybe a consultant, so I can help to protect more areas like North Bobble Pond Trail, so that other kids can also grow up to appreciate and love nature and hopefully do what I do now.
Our Bright Future has definitely provided me more experiences than I could have asked for, but also a different way of thinking, because I've been connected to a national network of other young people who are equally as passionate about the environment as I am from across the UK, which is amazing.
Having young people involved in a project is that they are the next generation. They're the ones who are going to go on and continue to make change.
I think the voices of the youth should always be considered in a lot of things, and it just kind of shows the things that we care about and where that is placed.
Our voice does matter because so many people care.
Wherever life takes me, I'll go for it. Up and onwards.